Hey, we're back again. How you doing,
guys.
Shannon?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Other than down here in our second refrigerator called the basement.
You guys need to move
Oh,
south.
I know. I believe me. We were talking for a long time about moving west. We were going to go somewhere like Arizona.
There you go.
Yeah, where snow is just a rumor out there. So
yeah. Well, when we were talking earlier, I was like, it's crazy here because you'll have 60 or 70 degree weather one day in January and 20 the next. So it's.
We've had a couple of mild winters up here, but boy, Mother Nature's making up for it this year. She's hammering us with some snow. So, anyway, we're here to talk some comics. We got the Peanut Gallery already in there here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Comments, where are you? There we go. All right. We got Gratu Orlov in there. Hello.
Gratu.
All right. Paulo Costa. Hey, Paulo.
Hello.
Michael Taylor.
Mike.
Hello, Michael. The amazing Murphinator. Murph, how you doing?
Murphinator.
All right. We got Mr. Eric Breen.
Eric.
There we go. And Ranger Sly. I get in the way with my cursor, so it blocks the name. Ranger Sly is here as well. Awesome. Ranger. Welcome aboard, gang. We're here for another round of comic talk and comic book memories. This week we've got comic books everywhere, don't we, Shannon?
A little bit,
Yeah, we're going to be talking about just showing some of our favorite covers, not our all-time favorites, not our top 10s or anything like that, but just comic books that we just love those covers. And I'm sure like the people in the Peanut Gallery there's a million of them in their collections. Same with us. So we've pulled a bunch of them. Shannon showed me he's got a stack a mile high now over there waiting for us.
Be honest with me. When you get down to talking about top 10 favorite covers, can you really do that?
Well, it's top 10 for that day. Right? It'd be the top 10 for that day, that moment.
Yeah, there we go. Top 10 for that day that week.
So, all righty. So, let's see. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
I can go. Yeah, I'll show
all righty.
Here to kick us off. I just pulled some, all these are like silver and bronze age. I didn't have time to get into anything further down the chronological line, but mostly Marvel and DC. Got some Charlton thrown in. This was always one of my favorite childhood books. Number 12. Yeah, it's Frankenstein. Wasn't really around. I thought that was hilarious and still do. He's got bad breath. And it's probably Marie Severin, looks like. I'm guessing. Okay. We got some Silver Age Justice League or early bronze, number 73.
Oh, yeah.
One of those JLA, JSA team ups. Once you got the Justice League and you got Joe Kubert on the cover, what else do you want?
I was going to say, isn't that one of the Kubert covers?
Yeah, he did 2 or 3. Yeah, I really like this one. You didn't get to see him draw superheroes very much, so that was pretty cool.
No, not at all.
And there's a lot of people, excuse me, I'm all frogged up this morning. I know the Green Lantern, Green Arrow series by O'Neill and Adams has been talked about a lot. But as far as the favorite covers in that series, my favorite is number 78.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I always and I'll have to admit most of these are like books that I saw in the house ads. I was like, I had comic book envy when I was younger. I was like, oh, I got to have that book. And then, as years went on, I finally accumulated, I don't know if most everything, but a lot of the stuff that, I originally saw and coveted. And, so this is, I always thought that was cool. And wow, they're all superheroes. Why are they like beating the guy up, Just kind of wonder about that stuff when you're a kid.
I want to welcome in Dr. Von Chilla.
Hey, John,
Welcome,
how's it going,
John.
buddy?
Yeah, great to have you here.
Here's another one, and I'm pretty sure these two right here were like in the same house ad in some books in like 70s, 71 maybe. From Beyond the Unknown, number 2,
Mm.
Giants of the Cosmic Ray. I always loved that. You know, you got like a big footprint and a bunch of big giant fingerprints. So this kind of stuff that makes you wonder and go, hmm.
Mm.
And along with that, it's always one of my favorite Justice League covers, number 77. The
Yeah.
Murphy Anderson cover where Snapper Carr betrays the Justice League to the Joker,
Mm.
no less.
And I'm a sucker for any of those Justice Leagues like that that's got the roll call with the
Oh yeah, I
head
love
on the
that.
side.
Not
Any of
exactly
those,
floating
man.
heads, but maybe frozen heads. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got another copy of this. I got a box full of autograph stuff, and the first con I went to, I got Murphy Anderson to sign this one.
Oh,
On the other
nice.
one. Yeah, so that's pretty
Nice.
cool. All right, here we got a 20-cent witching hour. I think this was probably from another house ad.
Ah.
The Killer Eye.
Those house ads, man, they would get you because you
Yeah,
see a bunch of books and man, I want to know the story on that one. I
right.
want to know what
Here's
that
another one of those
company.
actually. Justice League 111.
Oh yeah, Libra.
Yeah, and the Injustice Gang.
Yeah.
You got them fighting Brainstorm and JSA, or no, it's not the JSA. It's the Seven Soldiers of Victory. Very
Mhm.
cool. Big Seven Soldiers fan. This is one of those ones after I started getting back issues, and I seen this in the house. I was like, oh, I have to have that one, because I think the first JLA I had or that I bought was 114. So, throw a little Marvel in here. One of my favorite covers, Daredevil 77 with Spidey,
And Mo-
Submariner. Very cool. Not sure who did that. Looks like Buscema to you.
that looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't research all the stuff that I didn't know, so
Yeah, me neither. It's not going to be a whole lot of, hey, this is so and so, although
right.
there will be some recognizable names.
Yeah. Here's another one with my penchant for picking up issue number 2s. Karate Kid number 2.
Karate Kid action.
With some Mike Grell action going on there. And probably my favorite Joker cover, number 3, with the Creeper.
Absolutely. That's my favorite one of the run is the Creeper, man.
I'm thinking that's Dick Giordano that did that one.
It could be, yeah.
And here we have some Steranko Creatures on the Loose 21.
Excellent.
Cool stuff. And back to the Silver Age, Tales of Suspense 58.
Oh, yeah.
The Kirby covers.
Classic.
Yeah. Can't beat that. And I'll show a couple more. Superman 243. Nice Neil Adams cover.
Oh, yeah.
Got a nice little date stamp at the top.
That's one of those covers been swiped a few times, hasn't it?
Oh man, you think? This is one you might recognize. Hulk number 147.
Oh, that looks a little familiar, maybe.
Yeah. I'm sure that's
Maybe.
probably in one of your boxes if it's not in your stack today.
It's right in here beside me.
Yeah. All right.
So,
All right.
all right, we're gonna check the chat here, see what's going on. Let's see. Try and go through this. Here we go.
Right.
Gratu, Paulo, and Mike. Paulo.
Heavy in production. Okay.
All right, we got a live show. Yes, sir.
All right. All right. All right.
Pretty soon on will hire John Williams to do the musical score.
Yeah, I'll pull out my bass and I'll start doing background music.
Hey, if it helps. If it helps, we'll do it. Let's see. Got to get my glasses on. There's many fire books you own. I'm surprised you don't have any heat in that basement. Yeah, well, the wood stove's on the other end of the building, the other end of the house. So great
Thanks,
book,
Mike.
Shannon. Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
And okay, I think we're caught up there with the chat. I want to thank everybody in the Peanut Gallery for being here and joining in. So let's see here. All right, well, I'm gonna start off with some DC if I don't knock over the whole kit and caboodle here. There we go. And it's going to be a few couple of Green Lantern. And I think they're all by the same guy. And thank goodness Micah doesn't have his finger on the the Caninator there.
Yeah, I think what we need to do when we show a Gil Kane book is just like have a graphic man alert and kind of have his.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah.
Be prepared. Be prepared. Well, this is Green Lantern number 68. And I just love the look of the cover and everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that cover. It's one I don't have. Yeah.
It's just very, very somber looking cover. And I just love it. There's just something about Green Lantern I've always liked. I love the lantern. I've got a copy of the lantern up there behind me there, the replica. Here's another Green Lantern. We got number 61, and I love this one. You're going to love this one too, Shannon, I know.
I almost pulled that one last night because it's one of my favorites. Anytime you have a Earth 2 crossover, man, I'm all over it.
Yeah, I love that cover. I love the way it spotlights Alan Scott, and
right.
you got Jordan up behind him. It's great. I love it.
I always love those covers, from like the Silver Age and early Bronze Age, like where there's one of the characters is like giant, and they're like all of a sudden they grow to 40 feet, and they're like admonishing somebody else, like, "What have you done?"
That's it. You crazy fool!
You blowed up the earth again.
Oh man! And here's another one I like. I'm a sucker for those close-up covers, So I love these ones here. This type here. It's another Green Lantern, number 57, and I think it's done by the same guy.
I don't think I've seen that one.
So I just love it where it's up close and he's like all alone. Yeah. I love those things. There's a cool one and I didn't get to pull it. Captain America. I can't remember what number it was, but it's Cap, and he's being crushed by the Hulk's hand. He's punching the shield. Yeah. Oh, I love that cover. That's one of my favorites. And of course, I wouldn't be me if I didn't show some go-go checks somewhere along the line here. So we got number 52. There's another close-up one.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. That's cool.
Oh,
I actually watched that new Green Lantern animated with Jon Stewart at Beware My Power. Really, really good.
Yeah, I remember you telling me, but I haven't watched it yet. Yeah. But you said it was really good. Yeah. Now, what was there a showcase with that one?
A showcase there might be on the DVD. I just watched it on HBO Max. There's probably an extra when you buy the DVD. So I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Oh. And now we got a little Kirby action. Love this cover.
Oh yeah,
the Demon.
Yeah, I love that series.
Really, really, really great stuff.
Yeah, we could have 10 episodes about Kirby.
Absolutely. All right, now we got Tomahawk number 117, another somber one. They're going up to the gallows.
Oh yeah, Neil Adams.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've been trying to get all those the Tomahawks that had all the Kubert and Adams covers from that period.
Oh yeah, really Adams did. I think Adams did some of his best cover work on some of those. The Tomahawk ones. There's that one where he's carrying the Indian kid.
Yeah.
and he's I think he's dead or something. But it's just the expression, the emotion on his
Yeah.
face that he drew.
The anguish. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tremendous,
And the
tremendous stuff.
way he drew horses, man. I mean, and horses. I mean, I've tried to draw horses, and it's impossible. To get it
No.
right. He was really good. I mean, a lot of guys were, but yeah.
Listen, I can give you a stick figure cat. That's about it. All right, we got now we're moving along into this. I think this is still in the bronze, 50 center, All-Star Squadron #1. I love this cover.
Yeah, I do too. That cover has been swiped millions of times. Seems like anytime there's a team book.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for a team.
Last week when I showed that Liberty Brigade Kickstarter thing, there was one of those.
Yeah, I love that. And then from this is more modern. This is from 2009. This is just the Justice Society of America book, and this is a bunch of Alex Ross. I got a couple Alex Ross here that were really, really cool. This is number 26.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I really love that run. Those covers are awesome.
Oh, he did some tremendous work on those. Those ones where they're like just like a portrait of some of them.
Like one character.
Yeah, those are great. I wanted to try and get those, but I couldn't locate them. And then here's number 25.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Black Adam.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then we talked earlier about Joe Kubert not doing too many superhero ones. Here's another one that he did. This is Ragman #4.
Oh yeah, another series I loved.
Yeah.
It's just such a cool visual on his costume too.
Yeah. Alrighty, and then here we got one of the dollar books back into the Bronze Age. This is Adventure Comics number 464, and it's got one of my favorite characters, Deadman.
Oh, that's a nice one. Jim Aparo, right?
Is that Aparo? Yes, it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Right there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I love that. And of course, I gotta have a Neil Adams in here somewhere, right? So we got Jimmy Olsen number 115. And we got old Soups being pretty mean.
It seems like all those Aquaman covers like showed him in the desert.
Yeah. That's it. Okay. And then to finish it out, I got a couple more Gil Kanes. This is from a short series based on the toy Captain Action. And here is Captain Action number 5.
Oh, yeah.
I love the evil look on the giant guy's face.
Yeah.
It's just so like, oh.
Yeah, we talked about this the other night. I really need to. I don't have any of those. I need to grab a couple.
And
I got to get all of them. So
And I think these aren't high dollar ones. You know what I mean? I think maybe number 1 might be a little pricier than the rest, like normal, but I think you can probably pick the rest of those up pretty cheap. And then this one here is one of my favorite covers, and it's a Captain Action one. Gil Kane and Giordano did this. So, and this is, what is it? Number 3. But I just love that one.
Yeah, that's really cool.
This is one of my favorites right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got it all. The elements, the anguish look on his face, dark brooding background. Great.
And it's raining.
That's it. All right. Let's get back to the peanut gallery here and see what's going on. Gotta find out where we were here. This is where I'm not good. I'm gonna hire somebody just to do the chat. All right. Yeah. The doc is in the house. That is correct. Dr. Von Chilla. Paul. Ranger Sly. As long as we are all here, how about leaving a big thumbs up? Well, we appreciate that, Ranger. Thank you very much. Thanks, Ranger Sly. These days I do need reminders from time to time. Well, don't we all? Well, that DC was the master of covers with great hooks to make you want to read the story. Yeah, absolutely, man. These days covers are
I agree there. Yeah.
Oh, where did we go? Dude, I think I jumped down here somehow. Where are we here? Is it Paul?
While we're talking about that, I'm going to go ahead and write down Captain Action in my trusty want list book.
Oh yeah, Murph. Is it possible to meet you this year at the Little Giant show? I'm gonna try and go. I have missed the last couple of years. I'm gonna try and go this year. So yeah, I'd love to hook up with you there. Who is this demon character?
Yeah, right.
I wasn't as impressed with that run as I was with the previous one by Jeff Johns.
No, talking about the JSA.
Yeah. Alex Ross retained all his original. I don't know if he does. Oh, and Ledpay, welcome to the chat. Sorry, I missed you earlier. I don't think I've ever seen any.
Maybe once I saw some of his art up for auction, and it was outrageous. I mean, it was like in the thousands.
Yeah,
should be, I guess.
Count me in on the Ragman cult. Loved it off the rag. Absolutely. Alex Ross is one of the best, if not the best, artists we have today. I'd be hard pressed to disagree. He is one of the top guys. I love his work because it's just so different.
Yeah.
It's so realistic. It's
like he took Neil Adams, took it a step further.
Exactly. Because Neil Adams made things more realistic in the late '60s, and Alex, man, I'd never seen anything like that work. So.
Yeah, there's another episode, right? The whole Alex Ross thing.
Absolutely. I feel guilty style exploded with Captain Action. The stories are only so, right, but the art is mind-blowing. Yeah, I agree. You weren't going to get much by story-wise. It was just done for the toy tie-in, But, man, those covers and it's great. I love the art. Great books. Well, thank you, Michael. Appreciate that, sir. Topeka Mike, welcome to the chat.
Hey, Mike.
Coffee, fossils, comics. There you go. Gotta love it. Write down Adam and Hawkman from number 40.
Already got it. Already got him. All those Hubert, Adam and Hawkmans, yeah.
Is 40 the one where Hawkman's holding Adam and the bird in his hand?
Yeah, it might be. I'm not sure. I know all those covers were great.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
by Kubrick.
I'm already on top of it, John.
All right, Shannon. I'm gonna remember this time to put you on solo. So spotlight.
I hadn't even thought about it, man. I was just,
I know. I'm trying
talking comic books, and you just lose track of everything. So.
I'm not a good producer here, I guess. But we're gonna get you on there, and we'll go to your next round. I can't wait to see what you got.
That's scary. Okay, going back to some more Neil Adams action. Here we have Adventure into Fear, number 11.
That's man.
Yeah. And here's my favorite House of Secrets cover. Well, this and number 92. This is 120. That's Luis Dominguez.
Oh, yeah.
Little voodoo action going on there.
Cool.
And this is another one of those house ad books I had to have when I was younger. Brave and Bold, number 84. Batman and Sergeant Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some more Neil Adams. Which this one kind of made me wonder. I was like, well, how did Batman get back in World War II? You know, and I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've read this issue, so I don't know if it was like the Earth 2 Batman, which kind of makes me wonder again because of the insignia.
Right.
So I can't remember how that story went. I'll probably have to read it again. And it's more Brave and Bold, number 111 with the Joker.
Nice. Yeah. I remember seeing that one on the spinner rack at the Stop and Go store.
Yeah, well, I told you the story about that when I went to a flea market with some of my cousins, and I just started getting into back issues, and they had like stacks and stacks of like 15 and 20 centers, and I didn't have a dime on me.
Oh.
Yeah, this is another one I really loved. Challengers of the Unknown, 67. For Neil Adams.
Yeah.
It's funny how he sneaks into this conversation, isn't it? Okay, this is a little bit later on. This is probably from 1986 or so. You remember this series, DC Challenge?
Yes, yes. They'd
Yeah.
hand it off to another team.
Yeah, this is Dave Gibbons right here. You guys know from Watchmen and dozens of other books. I just like the combination of characters and heroes on the front. You got Uncle Sam and Captain Marvel. And, I'm gonna stop calling him Shazam because he's Captain Marvel to me.
There you go.
Dr. Fate. You got Captain Comet and Adam Strange. Two more of my favorite characters. So really love this series. And they did another one just a few years ago, the Commandy Challenge. You remember that one?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Ooh. That one I think I'm missing a couple of issues on. I think I'm still missing a couple of issues on.
Here we have some supervillain action. Secret Society of Supervillains number 13. The Crime Syndicate.
Yeah.
I think this is Rich Buckler cover.
Can never get enough Crime Syndicate.
Yeah. I kind of like the characters they had like in the Secret Society. You had the Wizard in his updated costume and Star Sapphire and Professor Zoom. I think Jason Woodrue, the Floronic Man, and Blockbuster were in that group too, if I'm not mistaken. But we've talked about Crime Syndicate and Earth 3 and how much we love that stuff. So
yeah,
had to have some of that. Okay, and here is some more stuff. Star Spangled 144. I think it's Kubert and Adams on the cover. I think. Enemy Ace.
Oh, can't have enough Enemy Ace either.
Yeah, I love this stuff.
Yeah. That's tremendous.
Oh, got some more Hulk in here. Yeah. Hulk 197, Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah.
One of my favorite covers.
Yeah. That's a great story too.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And back to some more stuff. This is probably one of my favorite Kirby covers. This is Our Fighting Forces 152. I think this was another house ad buy. I just love this cover. And I love the whole run he did. I guess it was like from 151 to 160 something, I think. Probably 10 or 12 issues. But that was one of the first runs I got like in the 80s and 90s when I was trying to complete some Bronze Age stuff. And my favorite Flash cover. We've talked about this one.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Dick Giordano. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. You don't see you see a lot of black backgrounds. You don't see very many all white. But like I said, this was like a mini Earth 1, Earth 2 team up. The Dr. Fate appears in this story, and you got Green Lantern and both Flashes. So very cool story. I think this went through about 3 issues. And everybody's seen this.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Guys, number 1. Can't beat that. And some more Superman from the Bronze Age. This might be another Giordano cover or Bob Oskner. I'm not sure. Number 287. This is a job for Super Dog. And who was that dog I saw you with last night? It's like, it's kind of cool because I read a lot of Superboy early on. He kind of always had Crypto, the Super Dog with him. And I thought it was cool because this was like the return of Crypto, where he'd been out in space for years, apparently. So not a key issue, but a key issue in my mind.
Superboy must have thrown like a stick playing fetch.
Yeah, there was like a dinosaur bone he must have thrown out into space or something.
A little too far.
Right. There's some more Superman, number 308. Some more Neil Adams going on there.
Yeah. Nice. It's funny. I see the tops, the top of the dressing on those, like that one there you just showed.
Yeah.
And boy, it's funny. Certain things will take you right back to where you were in time when that book came out and stuff, of where you were buying your books.
Oh, yeah.
Those
images kind of trigger it, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, coming back to Marvel, Silver Surfer, number 14. Spidey.
Nice.
Yeah.
I loved that first Silver Surfer series. I really did. Yeah. I thought it was well written, and I loved the artwork. I mean, who doesn't love Buscema?
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll show a couple more. There's some Avengers from the Bronze Age. Is one of my beloved picture frame covers. 102, the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, I love that story. That was a great storyline right there.
Oh yeah, I did too. This was when I really got into the Avengers.
Yeah, they were finding out that the whole Simon Williams and the Vision, how they were all connected.
Quadrangle or whatever it was.
Yeah, that was a great. I remember being super intrigued as a kid reading that story.
Well, yeah, and this was a really nice Rich Buckler cover. I think Joe Sennett. Yeah, Joe Sennett did the inks. Yeah.
And one of the things in that thing was, I think in one of the panels, they referred to it, either the next issue or the issue beyond that. Something about Captain America was there listening in the shadows. And it's like, I didn't see Captain America. And you go back and you look at it, and I think there's like a little piece that you could tell, oh, yeah, he is there. But you didn't notice it at the time. Okay. Little things like that.
I'll put it to the side now so I can find that. What you do. I got one more. This is one of my childhood books. Well, Hawkman number 26.
Oh, yes.
Now, this is Murphy Anderson, I think, right? Maybe.
I love it.
Yeah, but this is one I've had since childhood. So yeah.
Yep, that one right there. I remember going to the Rexall drugstore, and that one wasn't in the rack with the other ones. That one was on a stack they had sitting there. That one was on top. So whenever I see that takes me right back.
Yeah, that's
unbelievable.
Good. Okay, that's all I got for right now.
Oh, great stuff. Great stuff.
Thanks.
All right, we'll check the peanut gallery again. That's it. Right down the Hawkman 40. Hawkman and Adam. Yep, that was the one. Cool. See, the memory does last sometimes. Even more than half. What's that?
Yeah, there's more than dozens.
Yeah, have
someday maybe.
There's still books from the house ads that I've yet to score. Yeah. Gratu refuses to call Captain Marvel Shazam. Yep. No, I don't get. No, his name isn't Shazam. Shazam is just the word he says.
He's the wizard.
Captain Marvel. I agree. Love the DC challenge. Gibbons Captain Marvel was the closest thing to the modern CC Beck version. I would have loved to have liked more classic superhero stuff from him.
Oh yeah, I really like Gibbons' work.
Yeah.
DC challenge is cool.
It says Enemy Ace was a killer run. Absolutely one of my favorites from the Silver Age. I think we're both right there with you too, Doctor. Man Thing on the cover makes it an instant cool cover. Even better when done by Wrightson. Enough said.
Crypto lives.
Crypto
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next spec book. You know, people's gonna say, "Oh, that's the first appearance of crypto's return," and it's gonna go up to like $2,000 next week.
Yeah, that's it, single-handedly. And Mr. Breen says, loved the Grim Reaper when I was younger. Now it hits a little too close to home.
Oh, wow. Eric must be old. Wow,
That's the rumor.
absolutely.
Have I blinked or Shannon has yet to show a Commandy cover?
Well, I've got, like I say, I got 2 stacks, and I know there's 2 or 3 Commandies, and I don't know if any of them are in here or not, but if not this time, the next time maybe. But there are some in the stack I pulled.
There you go.
Ranger, no worries.
All right. I was a regular reader of Hulk from 72 to 74. 181 was the last issue I bought until the must-have rights in cover. Wow.
Got a good issue, didn't he?
Yeah. Picked the right one to end on. Indeed, Sly, we are the same kind of parallel universe. Eric, rumor? No, that's a fact. I hear you, man. I feel older every day. Hey, maybe that's because I am getting older every day. All righty. Well, it catches us up with the Peanut Gallery. Great conversations going on. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So we're going to jump in with some more here. All right. We got, I'm going to start with some Marvel this time. Astonishing Tales number 26, which is Deathlock, the Demolisher. I love this cover.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was some of the best stuff Rich Buckler ever did, in my opinion.
It was different. I remember when it came out. I mean, it was kind of on the heels of, wasn't the $6 Million Man popular around that time too?
Oh, yeah, like mid-70s, yeah.
So it was a whole cyborg thing, you know? So that was a big deal. And we're going a little further back into the Silver Age. Fantastic Four number 39, A Blind Man Shall Lead Him, with Daredevil right there on the cover. And I love Dr. Doom creeping in the background there.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
can't beat that.
No. Now we're going to jump over to some Charlton and some Charlton Westerns here. We got a Billy the Kid number 85. I told you I'm a sucker for those close-up ones, and here's one. He's got one.
Oh yeah.
Just I love the white top too, with the red and yellow.
Oh, he just kind of pops on that cover. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it all comes together. I love it. There's another Billy the Kid number 69. This one here just kills me because it's like he's got like a vulture coming at him, and it's like it's a bird. It's a bird, dude. Just shoot it or kick it or something. Yeah. It's a bird.
Don't act like it's the Hulk coming down on you. Yeah.
Exactly, you know. Holy mackerel. You got 6 shots. Take it out.
Use them all.
That's it. And this is Billy the Kid number 44. I just love the action in this cover. You got the dead body down, and that guy's he's got his gun drawn on him, ready to go.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I love the perspective, kind of on the ground, looking kind of up,
like a worm's eye view. Yeah,
yeah. That's just I love it. And we got Wyatt Earp number 64 from all the way from 1966. I just like this cover.
Oh yeah.
It's just very simple, but I love those silhouette covers or type of thing where they're just on one character, you know, just showing them off. Wyatt Earp. And they did draw him. He does look like what was his name? Hugh Downs? I think.
Yeah.
Was it Hugh Downs that played him?
Right.
So
cool stuff.
All right. Well, now we're going to jump way into the future here, into modern. And these are done by Dynamite. And this is part of a series they did. They did a couple of different series. It was called Project Superpowers, and a lot of them had Alex Ross covers. I can't. This one says JC, so I'm not sure who does this, who the artist is on this one. But this is the Death Defying Devil, which is the new name for the old Daredevil
Oh
from
yeah, the Golden Age version.
yeah, Golden Age. I was trying to think, was it a Nador character or something like that?
Could be. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
But
Yeah.
I love the cover.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
It might be, maybe, could be a blazer. Here's another one. Along that same line, they put out a bunch of different ones with all different characters
Right.
from that same thing. Here's the Black Terror, and this is number 4.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Alex Ross. Yeah.
I mean, all these super Project Superpower ones were really good. The artwork was super.
Yeah, I think I've got most of that first what, there are like 2 or 3 series with those characters. Yeah, I think I've got the first one, but after that I kind of fell off. So
yeah,
but I
there's
did
2
go
or
back
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 of the actual superpower series, and then they had offshoots like
Right.
Meet the Bad Guys and
Right.
other ones like that. Here is this is from the Project Superpowers second series, number 1, and it's looks like it's a what is that name? I can't read that. J something. J June? Jai June cover. But I love the
Oh yeah, that's cool.
it's just great.
Yeah, that's really nice.
You know? And then excuse me. Apologize.
Yeah, I got that same frog.
This one here is they did an issue 0 with a couple variants before they started the first one. So these are the 2 variants, and they go together to form one like that. So if I can put them together properly, where's the head? There we go. So it's like
Yeah, those. Yeah, I have those. Yeah, yeah, that's really nice.
There we go. So, I mean, it's really great with all those different characters. Some of them I'd never seen in comics before, and they kind of brought them to modern life, and
Right.
it's really a great.
Yeah, I remember that first storyline was really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And then, all right, now we're going back to the Silver Age, and we're gonna show some Justice League. Going to finish it up this round with some Justice League. This is number 14. This is where the Atom joins the Justice League, and I love those up close covers. Like I said, there you go.
Oh, yeah,
Up close and personal.
God love the Justice League.
And then here's another Justice League, number 37. And I love this one because it's got the Thunderbolt character mainly on the cover right there, and also Mr. Terrific, which I always thought was a enigma of a character for me. It's like he didn't really have any superpowers, so what did he do? But I mean, he could hold his own. But I loved his costume and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was a real good visual.
Yeah,
I remember that, and I think that was probably like one of the last ones team ups he was in until like the late 70s, and I think that when he got killed.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, they're killing off.
Yeah, like issue 171 or something. It's like years and years later. Yeah,
it's like, why are you killing off one of the guys I like?
Right.
All right, back to the chat here. Let's see what's going on. Trying to remember where I was. Okay. This was, yeah, there we go. Eric Green, rumor. Oh, it's fact. And then we go to Ranger Sly. Finally, some Western covers. Yeehaw.
Yeah, I didn't get in my Western box this time. Maybe next time.
I'm sure, like we talked about last night, we'll be doing 10 parts of these type of videos throughout the year. Michael Taylor says when Captain Marvel returned to DC in the 70s, they had to name him Shazam because Captain Marvel was used in Marvel comics. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I still, it's like, I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Can't do it. Not gonna do it. Doctor says, since you mentioned
hey, I think I got a duplicate of that book. I'm gonna have to sell mine now.
there we go. That's it. Follow Daredevil.
That's right.
Okay, there you go. I knew it was one of those old companies. I couldn't think of it. Thank you, Paulo. Ranger Sly, Hugh O'Brien. Oh, Hugh O'Brien, not Hugh Down. Hugh Down wasn't he the news guy? He was like a news guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard Hugh and I just went right along with you, man.
Yeah. Hugh O'Brien, that's correct. Absolutely. Thank you, Ranger. Played Wyatt Earp on TV because you'd think I'd know because I watch those shows on MeTV and stuff. There we go. Blazer alert. I like it. Blazer alert. Love it. Gratu, hello once again, sir. Michael Taylor, I like the way they did Crypto in the Titans show.
Yeah, I forgot he was in there. Yeah.
I've only seen a few. Have you watched any of those, Shannon?
Yeah, I think they're like in the last season right now. They're canceling the Titans. They're canceling Doom Patrol show. I guess James Gunn and Sazroff or whatever his name is are like jettison everything, so they can redo it. But yeah, it's pretty cool the way they did Crypto in that show.
I tuned into the show a couple of times because I saw they had an ad and Hawk and Dove were going to be in it. And I'm a Hawk and Dove fan. So I was like, I want to see this version of Hawk and Dove. And it was pretty good. I enjoyed what I saw. Unfortunately, I never remember enough to go tune in and watch it again. So
yeah, it's a little bit darker take on the Titans, but it's kind of and a lot of people might get uptight about, oh, well, that's not the way this looks. That's not the way that's supposed to be. And I was like, you can't really. I just look at all those shows as another alternate universe. Okay, there's, it's another Elseworld story to me, so I can enjoy it just looking at it like that.
Right, just enjoy it for what it is. Yeah. I understand. I kind of go that way myself. And let's see, Paulo Costa. Project Superpowers had one problem. After the first arc, they immediately started doing spin-offs without the market for it and increasing prices to follow the story. I quit after the first mini. Oh, well, I'm sorry you didn't stick with it. I just kept going with it because I loved the artwork. I loved what's his McCulloch's covers there, Alex Ross's covers, and I loved those characters that I didn't know that much about. So I found it very intriguing. So I had to see more,
Yeah.
But
I don't know. That might have been why I stopped after the first one. There might have been like too many of them. But now you can find that stuff like in bargain bins.
Oh yes,
getting pretty cheap.
Yep. Hello, Gratu from Michael. Dynamite has published some really fine material. Yes, they have. They really have. I wholeheartedly agree. Great books, Doc. Well, thanks again, Michael. Appreciate that, sir. Titans was pretty good. I mean, I can still go on and check it. I should go on and watch some more episodes before. I couldn't do the Doom Patrol one because to me that wasn't my Doom Patrol. That was just I couldn't.
That was based on the Grant Morrison stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't.
Wall.
Yeah. I wanted the Robot Man, Negative Man, Elastigirl, and Niles, and maybe throw in Beast Boy once in a while. That's what I wanted to see. And Mento. Got to throw Mento in there too.
Right. I forgot about Steve Dayton. Yeah. Mento. So, I actually got an action figure of him over here on one of these shelves.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, that's cool. I love it.
Yeah, I got some Doom Patrol figures over on where I got the hardbacks and everything.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
cool.
tried to pick up. I wanted to get the 75-year anniversary. They put out a lot of stuff like that. They had a Negative Man. They had a Robot Man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw a
Yeah, I
Elastic.
got those. Yeah, I got those on the shelf. Those are like based like on the animated DC animated versions.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
yeah. I like that a lot. So, all right, Shannon, you're up. Here comes the spotlight.
Yeah, got a few more books. A lot more books. Okay, I think we'll make this one for John. I think this one might be considered a blazer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I just love this. Of course, this goes along with my love for like the android characters. Red Tornado and all that, and like Data on Star Trek and Rim
Yeah.
on the Logan's Run TV show. I mean, anything to do with androids and robots, man, I was just all over it.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah. Okay, here we got some more Bronze Age Avengers. Number 97. I love this cover. Gil Kane and Bill Everett.
Yes, yes,
Man,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
love this storyline. And there's speaking of the Vision, there's the original Vision.
Right.
Golden Age.
I was fascinated by the blazing skull. I
Oh
remember
yeah,
when
he
when
was
I
cool.
got that.
What's this? I can't remember this character's name down at the bottom. What was his name?
Wasn't it the Patriot or something like that?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it was the Patriot.
And then what was this guy's name? The Finn or something like that?
Yep, the Finn.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just love this cover and this whole storyline.
I thought at the time they were characters that they created for that story. It wasn't until a little bit later that I found out that no, they were actual.
Yeah, they were like conjured out of Rick Jones's mind,
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay, back to a little bit more war action. It's one of my favorites. Some more Joe Kubert goodness. Blitzkrieg #1.
Oh yeah.
This is like from the point of view of the Nazis. Do not shoot Hugo. And and I've talked a whole lot about Kubert, but this to me is just like okay, it's a whole different style, but to me his covers pop just as much as Neil Adams or Kirby or he just you feel the emotions coming from the characters and you see
yes, absolutely.
Back to the Silver Age. Adventure Comics number 352. Here we have the introduction of the Fatal Five. Got a great Kurt Swan cover. And we got Pharaoh Lad here, right before his demise. Saving the world from the Sun Eater. I always love the Fatal Five, love the Legion. I love this period. I think Jim Shooter might have wrote this one. And especially when Kurt Swan was doing his run on this. Just classic stuff. And there's go-go checks. What about that?
Hey.
Okay, more Adventure Comics. Here we have giant size, one of these lovely square bounds we talk so much about. Adventure Comics number 390.
Oh, yes. Yes.
All kinds of goodness going on there. And that looks like that's probably Murphy Anderson or Kurt Swan and Murphy Anderson on that cover. Probably.
Yeah, it looks like an Anderson, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll throw a couple Charlton books in here. Here we have The Phantom, number 74. Great painted cover. I think Don Newton did these. That's one of my favorites. I think Dr. Von Chill is a big fan of this book, if I'm not mistaken. And a little bit more Charlton. E-Man, number 4. Great Joe Staton cover. I just love this. City in the Sand. Yeah, this is another artist I don't believe gets enough recognition. And this guy, Joe's still around doing conventions. He's does Dick Tracy right now. So I just really love this whole thing. It kind of looks like one of those post-apocalyptic covers, you know.
Yeah.
Way.
That might be the one character I don't have anything in my collection of. E-Man.
He's pretty cool. You'll check him out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Then we got some John Severin action too with Dracula #2, another picture frame cover. Really like that one.
Yeah.
Kind of the background, kind of like, okay, he's like it's Tomb of Dracula, but kind of reminds you like a Jack the Ripper type scenario.
Yeah.
And here's another one. Gotta love this one. Supernatural Thrillers #3. Valley. Gil Kane alert.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Keep that, man. I love this cover. I think this is another Dr. Von Chillablazer, if I'm not mistaken. And some more adventure comics. 434 with some Spectre. Jim Aparo. I think this is another one of those house ad books. Of course, you know, I love the whole run, but man, this I love the Spectre, and I love Jim Aparo's artwork, and I think Michael Fleischer did a lot of the scripts in these. And later on in Adventure Comics, number 462, more Jim Aparo, The Death of the Batman. It's like when I first saw this cover, you know, when I was younger, I was like, oh no, you know, they killed Batman. But as the years went on, they brought him back and they killed him again. Is he currently dead, at least in the Earth Zero universe or whatever it is now? I'm not even sure. But I always love this group of characters. You got the Golden Age Superman, and you know, you got I love that costume on the original Robin, Power Grown Huntress, Alan Scott, and the floating heads. All right, let's go. So we got the Lois Lane, number 107. The Snow Woman Wept. I think it's another Giordano cover. I just love this one.
Nice.
Yeah. They like the detail on the
That's a Giordano cover?
Yeah, it's Giordano.
Oh, because it looks the Superman standing there. Look, I would have sworn he was like a Neil Adams.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to look close at some of these because, and I love a lot of those Giordano covers. And actually, the last two that I've got in this stack are Giordano. Really loved this one when it came out, when they restarted the Metal Men, number 45.
Oh, yeah.
Part of that Walt Simonson run.
Excellent stuff.
Well, I've still got my original copy, and I read it till it literally fell to pieces. But I love this book. And this one, this is probably a duplicate or something, but another Giordano cover, Wonder Woman 220. It was part of the 12 labors to get back into the Justice League. Kronos.
Yes.
Really love that cover.
Excellent.
Yeah. And I think Giordano did the art on the inside, and I think Krusty Bunkers did the inks. Of course, that was like Neil Adams' crew. I think Adams was in there and a bunch of other guys. But yeah, I really love this book and this story.
That whole run with all those stories where she had to do the trials, they were pretty cool.
Yeah, they're really good. Well, that's all I got for this round.
All righty. Bring you back in here, and we'll go to the peanut gallery, see what's happening. Let's see. Superpowers. Oh, no. All right. Dynamite is probably up. Yes, they do. Great book. Yes, sir. Let's see. Titans was pretty good. Yeah, I think that might have been where we left. No, there we go. Oh, no. Definitely an uber classic blazer. There you go. Love it. Kane and Everett made a great combo. Absolutely.
Yeah, really, they really did. I love that
Mm.
cover.
Paulo Costa says the Patriots' original costume without pants. It was only in What If #4 that the character got pants.
Maybe you got a full-time job or something, and you finally can afford some pants.
Topeka Mike says lids equals covered. Never thought it. I did keep a lid with my comics during high school.
Yeah, I know. We talked about that. Well, once you get into later years, you weren't supposed to read funny books any longer.
That's it. That's it.
Kind of had to collect on the sly.
Dr. Von Chilla says the Fatal Five was the list of chicks I was working with in the spring of '84.
Now it comes out.
Oh, I guess Dr. Von Chilla was the Blazer.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those. More like the Fatal 2, but man,
Oh,
that's
that's
busy.
fun. Yeah, there you go. Exactly, Eric. Exactly. That's beautiful. Yeah, that was the last issue of Charlton's Phantom, an atomic blazer cover.
I remembered right.
Ranger Sly, Gil Kane cannot draw a bad cover. You know what? So far, I think you're right. I don't think I've seen a bad Gil Kane cover.
Yeah, Graphic Man might have an issue with that, but
Well, Micah.
Right.
You hear that, Micah? Perfect. I remember many years ago sending a stunning 9.8 Koch warehouse copy of Supernatural #3.
I think I remember talking about that on the video. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, excellent. The Snow Woman wept. refer to my earlier comment about the Fatal Five. Oh, yeah, Shannon, that cover reminds me of the Jack the Ripper background, Jack the Ripper background. Absolutely. Great book, Shannon. Absolutely. Awesome. Oh, that's funny stuff. All right. Okay, well, I guess we'll go on to the next round. This round here is going to be my Incredible Hulk round.
There we go.
They're all based around the Incredible Hulk, and man, it's hard. We talked last night how hard it is just to pull out. If we were ever going to do a top 10, how it would be tough to pull out. It was tough just to pull out ones that I liked, because I like most of them, if not all of them. So, all right, here we go. We'll go show some Hulk covers. We're going to start off with Tales to Astonish, number 35, with the return of the Ant-Man. I love this is another one from the Worm's perspective, which I love. Oh, I got things up. There we go.
Oh, yeah, that's a great cover.
I just love that perspective. They really did a great job of making you feel like right down there with them, Yeah. Tiny. Tales to Astonish, number 57. And this is Spidey.
Oh, that's another great one, yeah. Spidey and Giant Man.
Yeah. I think that was one of the early crossovers for Spidey.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. So let's see, number 60. This one here is more representative of I like this. This is another style of cover that gets me when they do the double features, like Amazing Adventures did in the 70s and stuff. So this is Tales to Astonish number 60. But like I said, it's representative of all these dual covers. I just love those things.
Oh, yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah. It makes me feel like I'm getting more for my money. I think, and it's just like I'm getting two of my favorite people in there.
We were victims of the childhood marketing ploy.
Yeah, exactly. Worked on me. They knew who to pick on. Here we go. Tales to Astonish number 59. And this is the Hulk taking on Giant Man.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got 3 features in this one.
Yeah. Couldn't beat that.
You're really getting more bang for your buck.
Here's another representative, but I had to include this because I love this. This is where they got what they call the Dancing Hulk. So this is number 67 of Tales to Astonish with a double cover.
Oh yeah.
See, and that
Yeah, Dancing Hulk. I just now got that. That's pretty cool.
the Dancing Hulk there, and it wound up being on the cover. It was like their logo or on the trade dress or whatever you want to call it for
Right.
a long time. Yeah, great stuff. And then we got number 68, Tales to Astonish. This is this one I believe is a Gil Kane, at least the top panel, and it might be a Gil Kane on the bottom, but it doesn't have the traditional up the nose, down the nose look to it. So Gil Kane on the top, not sure on the bottom, but again, it's one of those cool covers. I really like this panel here, where it's just like up close, and it's like
kind of got the floating heads on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people love them, some people hate them.
Yeah. I've never minded them. I never minded them.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, and of course everybody's probably got one of these in their collection too. And this is just this is one of my all-time favorite Hulks, but
oh yeah.
The special number 1 there.
Oh, you got your signed by Stranko too. Cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was lucky enough to see him back 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And he was phenomenal to watch.
Oh yeah. You
know, because
he's a showman, man. He came in there with his turtleneck on and his jacket, and he was ready to go.
Oh yeah, he was tremendous. He really engaged the crowd. Kept us because he's standing in line for a long time, but he really kept us laughing and stuff. And he talked to the people as they were coming by. All right, here's number 119 of the Incredible Hulk's own series, and I always like this. Another close-up one with showing the angst and the struggle.
Love it. Yeah, that's why he gets in the Herb Trimpe run. I loved his run on Hulk.
Yeah, with old Black Bolt's cousin there, Maximus, right? Yeah. So
that's very cool.
Or Black Bolt's brother. I can't remember. I think it was his brother.
Right.
Yeah. And then this one here is just one of those books that's always important to me because it introduced me to a character that a villain that I've always fell in love with since then. It's 125, and it's the Absorbing Man.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah, this is the one where I got introduced to the Absorbing Man, and I don't know, I love that character.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then we got Fantastic Four number 112.
Oh yeah, classic cover.
Yeah, that black cover, bringing out those two guys, making them pop. And then this one here, going way back, and this one here, I think this is Kirby. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the Kirby one. Because the next one is Ditko one. So number 5.
Oh yeah,
I just like the way to me it looks like this is when the Hulk was savage and brute.
Right.
You know, he just rah.
Right.
Coming out.
Oh, that's a nice copy too.
Man, I've told the story many times, but I was very lucky. The fella that sold these to me, he's still alive. I'm still friends with him today. I just saw him back a couple of months ago, but it was one of those scenarios where you're a usual customer and you're a usual customer who will buy some of the bigger ticket items that is brought in. And I was lucky enough he called me and let me know. I mean, when I showed up, he pulled me over to the side and let me know he had these. And I'm like, will you? I can't pay for them now because I don't have that kind of money. He says, I'll put you on a payment plan. And
cool.
This is from an indoor flea market fella that I probably known for only a year at that point. Yeah. And he let me put it on a payment plan for all 5. I've got 2 through 6.
Oh wow, that's so cool. You don't find many people like that anymore.
No, no, I'm eternally grateful for him, and whenever I see him, I usually mention that. And then the last book is number 12 of the Fantastic Four, and I just love this.
Oh yeah,
I love the colors, the way, especially on the Hulk and the Thing.
right. I thought it was always kind of funny with the Hulk. You know, he's always kind of talking, oh, Hulk smash and Hulk not like men in green suits, and all of a sudden in his thought balloons, another second and I'll destroy them all.
Yes, yes, great, great stuff.
Oh,
You know,
I love that
so
cover.
yeah, I
So cool.
love all of those there. So get back to 2 here. There we go. All right, let's see if we can find out where we are. I believe this is it. Uh-oh, Rod pulls out the Hulk books. Buckle up, y'all. It's it. He knows me well.
Yeah.
Good morning, Spinnerack. Hey, good morning to you, sir. Did I miss anything?
No, just a couple old guys.
Yeah,
You
just hanging out, chatting,
yeah.
commiserating. Michael Taylor says the Kane signal is in the sky.
I wonder what that sound was earlier.
Oh, I could take you to Steranko's front door in Reading, Pennsylvania. Long story,
Oh,
but
wow.
I made a video about it years ago. It's in my archive. Oh, wow, really?
Wow. You need to post that one again, John.
Holy mackerel. I'd be up there every other
Check that
day.
out. You have all kinds of people stalking Jim Steranko.
Yeah, really. Steranko picked a good spot to sign. Doesn't interfere with the art. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
I was very happy. Indeed, Michael. He's very respectful of the art whenever he signs. Yeah, you could see that
Yeah.
when he did it. He was very nice when he'd comment on the book, say, "Oh, it's a nice copy," to everybody and everything. He was very, very nice, and sometimes he would ask if it was a certain book. He'd ask where the person wanted him to sign. So he was very, very respectful of that.
I'll tell you somebody else is like that. I never got to meet him. I wished I could have before he passed. Was George Perez. A friend of mine went to a few conventions, and I sent some books with him to sign. He wouldn't sign the cover. He would like sign the bottom of the splash page because he didn't want to deface the book. George Perez.
Yep.
I was like, man, just deface my book. I can get another copy, you know.
And that used to be where people used to sign them. They never used to sign them on the cover. They used to sign them on the inside bottom of the splash page beneath the indicia there. Yeah. Great books, Doc. Thank you once again, Michael. Glad you like it. Hello, Dr. Vanchilla. All right. You ready for another go round, Shannon?
Oh yeah, I still got a stack.
Okay.
All right. This wasn't my original copy. I upgraded. I think this was the original copy I'd gotten a trade with my cousin years ago. I started getting into comics. One of my beloved 100-pagers. There was Superman number 272. I think these were all reprints. Of course, back then I didn't know the difference. But I mean, you got all kinds of great Kurt Swan going on. You got some Green Lantern. Down here was Zatanna, more Gil Kane. Got some Golden Age Superman, some Golden Age Mixelplick. And then you got, some more Golden Age Superman down here. I mean, it was just a great book. I mean, my original, I mean, it's in really well-loved shape. But this is one of my favorite childhood.
Yeah, I think that one's still on my
cousin. I keep talking about. He's no longer with us. He passed a while back. But we would like lay in his bed for hours. Comic books spread all over the place, and they had a big steamer trunk, and we traded comics back and forth. And you get lost in reading. Oh, have you read this one yet? And there'd be comic books laying everywhere. So, yeah, one of my cousins really miss him.
That's awesome.
All right. Okay, go back to the Silver Age for some Wonder Woman, number 179. I always love this cover. Goodbye to the past. This is when she started her Emma Peel run.
Yes, sir.
With the white hot pants. Okay, you got some Swamp Thing action. This is number 13. Now, I love Bernie Wrightson's run, and I love all those covers, and they're really great. But when Nestor Redondo took over, I mean, to me, it really didn't lose a whole lot of quality. I mean, you would have wished Bernie Wrightson would have went on forever with this book, but this is just a really great cover right here by Nestor Redondo.
Oh yeah,
Breaking out of the ground, just
very
it's kind of reminiscent of Wrightson, actually.
yeah. I was gonna say it's very reminiscent. Yeah,
his initials down here. Another underappreciated artist. Okay, got some She-Hulk action. This is one of my favorites with the Man Thing, number 8, by Mike Vosberg, who had a great run on this book.
nice.
I really liked. I mean, I love Mike Vosberg's work in the '70s. I mean, he had a lot of great stuff. Did several issues of Secret Society of Supervillains. Had this big long run on She-Hulk. He did a lot of stuff, but this is one of my favorites. Okay, speaking of Bernie Wrightson, Detective Comics 425, first 20 center. With some Bernie Wrightson action going on there. And here's more where you get more bang for your buck over here. You got that extra feature. The Master Crime File of Jason Bard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And as our friend Dr. Voncello might say, there's nothing better than 20 center.
Yeah.
Okay, Ranger was wondering where Commandy was. Well, here he is. Here's one of my favorite covers later on. This wasn't part of the Kirby run, but this is Ernie Chan. And they kind of find the little city of little people, sort of like the Gulliver effect,
Oh
so
yeah.
Story. And I think what was cool about this one too, I think this started like a backup feature called Tales of the Great Disaster or something like that. But had like some Pablo Marcos art and Mike Netzer or Michael Nasser, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
Cool backup feature. I really love this story. Some Commandy. And another favorite Commandy. The only giant size issue other than the last issue, number 32. And you got a reprint of the Origin, issue number 1. Little bio Jack Kirby and an Earth AD disaster map. Little square bound action going on.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong there. I've got a few copies of this one. I just love this book. Oh, I did pull out the Western. Okay, here we go. Gil Kane alert. Outlaw Kid number 10. And this is one of those Dr. Voncello specials.
Yes. Yes.
I got this from the doctor.
You got one too? I got one from him too. Yes, sirree.
Yeah, got his stamp on the back.
Yeah.
This is a blazer. You gotta love it.
Yeah. Who's the artist on that one?
Gil Kane.
Oh, really?
Okay, got a little Charlton action going on. Steve Ditko, Ghost Manor number 2, first series. Love the art and the colors on that one.
Excellent.
Witching Hour 14. This was always one of my favorites. There was like 2 or 3 different covers like this, the Haunted House of Space, and then there was another one like maybe somebody was towing a haunted house in space. So Neil Adams goodness there.
Very cool.
More Commandy. This is none of those house ad buys. Commandy number 19. Last Gang in Chicago. Kind of intrigued me. Oh, did he like go back in time or, but there was actually like a resort that was had androids or robots in it called Chicagoland. Love this story. It went through in 19 and 20.
Awesome.
Yeah. Some more Charlton Ditko. Haunted number 1. Love this cover.
Yeah, that's a neat cover because of the way it's laid out like a alien's face or something.
Right, right.
That
Really
is
cool.
cool. And it's all white, and man, everything
Oh,
pops
yeah.
off that white.
Steve Ditko. Yeah, got some more Joe Kubert here. Weird War Tales number 4. I have grown old. Scalp tingling issue, 52 pages for 25 cents. Don't take less. Yeah, showed a little bit of Ernie Chan earlier. This is one of my favorite covers. I really love this title. DC Superstars number 2, Superstars of Space. Have a reprint of the Adam Strange Hawkman team up. You got, I think it was like a reprint of the first Atomic Knights. Can't go wrong there. And Knights of the Galaxy tackle the challenge of the Robot Knight. Yeah, my original really didn't look this good because I wore it out. But another good square bound book, you know. So you gotta love that. All right, some Superman, number 276. When I first saw this in this house ads, I thought it was Superman and Captain Marvel, and I started to get really excited, you know. But it was Captain Thunder, and they kind of made him like an alternate version of Captain Marvel. So instead of like Billy Batson, the kid's name was Willie Fawcett, kind of a wink to Fawcett Comics when they were publishing. But I really like this character, and I wonder why they never did bring him back like in Crisis or anything like that. And I think at one time they had planned, I don't know, in the 90s or something, they planned like a graphic novel or like a prestige miniseries, but it never did come to fruition. But, you know, this might be the only, and if there's another appearance of this character, I'd like to know. Somebody knows, but Captain Thunder. Got a great Nick Cardy cover there.
Yeah.
This is a little bit later on in 1980. One of my favorite series. Didn't last long enough. Time Warp. This is number 2. Mike Kaluta cover.
Excellent.
Yeah, this only ran 5 issues, and I loved every issue. I really hated when they canceled this. I think some of the stuff that they had planned for this ended up in the when they brought back Mystery in Space for a few issues in the early 80s. Like some great stories. And you got art by Joe Orlando, Steve Ditko, Gil Kane, Howard Chaykin, Mike Kaluta, Mike Nasser, Gary Grandinetti, Don Newton, Dave Simons, Romeo Tangal, and John Solardo. So you know, you talk about bang for your buck. I mean, this book had it all. 80 pages and all those great artists and writers. If you're a sci-fi fan, and you can have this series really, really cheap. So highly recommend. Okay, you got some Kirby action with the Avengers 148 and the Squadron Sinister, or Squadron Supreme now, I guess.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Never get enough of them.
Oh yeah. And I like these like this run of later covers that Kirby did when he came back to Marvel in the 70s.
Mm.
This might be George Perez on the interiors. I'm not sure. That was around the time Perez was doing it. Okay, back to Charlton with one of my favorite artists. Haunted number 10 with Tom Sutton.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, big fan of Sutton's artwork. And more Charlton horror. Ghost Manor number 15. Nice Ditko cover. And I'm pretty sure this cover has been repurposed on probably 3 or 4 more books. You know, Charlton had a habit of reusing covers and pages, and you know, how can we save a dime? I love it all. You know.
Yeah. What's not to love?
Okay. Detective Comics 413. This is another one of those house ad buys.
Yeah.
Neil Adams.
Yes, sir.
This is a kind of rough shape, but hey, I'll take it all
That's
day
it.
long. And the Bronze Age Batman stuff, especially Neil Adams, I mean, it's getting outrageous.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And here we have with one magic word. I'm not going to say it, but it's number 8, Captain Marvel. And this is, I think this is all reprints from the 40s. A lot of CC Beck stuff going on there. I think it's got like the reprint of the first Black Adam appearance in this one. So really cool book. Another one of my beloved 100-pagers. Really love this cover.
Yeah, very nice.
And I think we got a theme going here. Here's another one that I saw the ad for when I started getting into back issues. Justice League of America 109. Justice Leaguers is quitting. I want to know who and why.
That's it.
And Hawkman is kind of silent here, so Yeah,
putting the Justice League on blast.
Right. I think he went back to Thanagar, and then he came back like, I don't know, 8 or 9 issues later. And this cover would have to be probably in my top 10. Strange Adventures number 217, Neil Adams.
Yes, very cool cover.
I like the way they did it here. Adams' Strange Adventures.
Yeah.
Very cool book.
And that's one of those, like you just said, one of those ad books. You see it. I remember seeing that on the ad.
Yeah. Really cool.
Make you want
I'm pretty sure the story is a reprint, but yeah, I love that cover. Okay, some more sci-fi from Beyond the Unknown 22. This is one of those DC covers where they put a photograph in it. I thought that was always kind of funny. Stories just staggering the imagination. When I got into this title, I mean, this is one, okay, I have to have all these. So it turns out I had to have all these maybe twice, 3 times in some cases. Got some Detective Comics, 447, more creeper action.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm thinking, pretty sure that's another Giordano cover.
Yeah, that looks like a Giordano.
Yeah. Something about the creeper, man. I just love that character.
I'm with you.
Well, back to the Silver Age, Strange Adventures 190. I think this is the first Immortal Man in costume.
I believe so.
The Mortal Man, more go-go checks action.
You got it. Immortal Man and Animal Man.
Yeah, I think that's probably Infantino and Murphy Anderson.
Yeah. Love those dual covers. I love those.
Yeah, and I'll finish off this round with some more Giordano, one of my favorite Batman stories, Detective 457.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You got to love this black background and then kind of the image in Batman's head. You know,
that's a
kind
classic.
of back to the origin. And extra, you get some elongated man. Yeah, I love the trade dress on this one. This is really cool. I love the DC in the middle at the top.
Yeah.
Wasn't much about the DC Bronze Age that I didn't like. So, all right, that's all I got this round.
All righty. Step back in here. We'll go to the peanut gallery, see what's going on. We got Spinner Rack Dave. Yeah, my ASM #1 was signed by Stan on the splash page. Yeah, absolutely. Michael Taylor says, yeah, they used to sign below the splash page. They should still do that. In some cases, I'd say yes. Because I had Stan Lee sign my Hulk #2, and afterwards it was like I had signer's regret. Because it was just like #1, you couldn't really read his signature.
Right.
So it just looks like some kid got a hold of a marker and just.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that where you tell me about you were in the long line and
you
get to talk to him? And,
no, I mean, it was like he was an animatron. He was there literally, his head down, his head down, his hand with the pen at the ready. His assistant slid the book underneath him. His hand went down like a record player, back up, and follow her on the other side, grab the book, slid it down the table, which I nearly came out of my
Right.
skin when he did that, But to be fair, I think it was only a couple of weeks after Stan Lee's wife had died, so I don't really think he probably was in the right mind or shape to be there to do something
Yeah,
like
probably
that. So
Yeah, I'm
that's
aware of
what
that.
I attribute it to, and so I don't sweat him about that, So all right, Dr. Bonchilla, the DC 100 pages do indeed have a spectacular, unique feel to them. Love it
Oh yeah.
dearly.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
We've had those conversations, and I've had these conversations with John. We're
Oh
big
yeah,
fans.
I know you and I have talked many times. Those 100 spectaculars are they're a certain tether back to my grandfather, riding with him down to the store. So I mean, they will always hold a special place in my collection and in my heart. Spinner Rack Studio says Nestor R is definitely an artist you do not hear about. No, I
But you need
agree.
to.
That's it. You're gonna learn. See, we learn things. Let's see. She-Hulk number 8. She-Hulk number 8. The only issue of the title I've ever owned. And it's all because of the killer Michael Golden Man Thing cover.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have mistakenly said that was Vosberg. I think Vosberg did the interiors, but yeah, that was a Michael Golden cover.
And Ranger Sly says, there it is. Not Kirby, but I'll take it. Michael Taylor, I love those early Bronze Detective Batmans.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Commandy, tension.
Well, they knew I was going to show one. I mean,
Near
that's just gotta see it.
intolerable pressure.
Mandy will make an appearance.
That's awesome. Not familiar with the Gil Kane guy? Is he a good artist?
Yeah, he's a hack.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I can't get my hand in there to do it. So, give or take him. Kane knows.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Boom. Good night, folks. He's here all week.
Oh god, that's a dad joke.
There you go. Dr. Bud Kane is the undisputed master of knock knees. Oh, I'd rather have a beat up childhood comic than a mint one. I think you're looking at a bunch of people who would agree with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Kaluto cover 5-issue Time Warp was awesome. Thanks again for the set, Shannon.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
great stuff.
You can't replace the memories, childhood fingerprints of your childhood copy. Absolutely. Absolutely. If we had a dime for each time Shannon and I talked about this on the phone or something, man, we could both retire. No
That's why a lot of
problem.
those copies, the colors look faded because they've been touched so many times.
Absolutely. Indeed, Michael. Childhood fingerprints from decades and decades ago.
Wow,
Love it.
John is old.
You can replace the comics, but you can't replace those memories that come with them.
Right.
You can't. And if you still have those books, that the off the rack books, they even add more to those memories and those books, man. Because it's just that is a straight time tether right back to that time of your age, however old you are and whatnot, and where you got that book and what you were doing then. I love that. I love that. Great books, Shannon. Absolutely. There's no hope in Crime Alley.
That is a great story. I would highly recommend that one.
Yes, that is a classic.
You're right, John.
Stabbing people demand cover signatures. Slabbing people. I'm sorry, I couldn't read that. That's my fault. Slabbing people demand cover signatures. I don't. I think I might start if I start having any more. I might ask him to do it on the interior. So you guys missed my slabbed 100-page super spectacular romance comic Wednesday.
No.
Oh man,
Yeah, and I just went through that box last night, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
Uh, Eric, who signed it now? Who signed it? We don't tell dad jokes here. We tell granddad jokes here.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Eric Reed. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we'll go on to another round. I think we might be able to sneak another round of you in afterwards too. And I think we're gonna do all right. Man, today has just flown right by.
Well, it has, hasn't it?
I
Wow,
can't believe.
cool.
So, all right, here we go. We're gonna do a little stack here real quick. We're gonna start off with a King Comics, and this is Flash Gordon #5. I like this comic. I just whoops, let me take that down off of there. I always forget. Well, now where did everybody? There we go. Okay, like that
Oh yeah,
cover.
yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I like the up close and personal. And we got follow it up with a little Phantom Stranger #5. No, #3. I love the look on this
Oh
kid's
yeah,
face. He is terrified.
man, those early covers are awesome.
Yeah. Hey, that poor kid is terrified. Then we'll jump over to the world of Charlton. We're going to show you Gunmaster #84. I like this cover with the two of them just guns a-blazing.
Bullet, the gun boy.
Bullet the Gun Boy.
Oh, that's pretty
How well
cool.
you think that'd go over nowadays?
I don't know.
And then another Charlton. This is Tarzan. Jungle Tales of Tarzan, #2 from 1965. I like this one. Look at that ape is biting into his shoulder.
That's almost like a Kubert cover in a way, because I
Yeah.
think there's a Kubert cover that looks like that.
What that ape doesn't know is he's about to get the business end of that knife
Yeah.
he's got. I like that. And this is one of my perennial favorites right here. We talked about this last night, I think, or the night before, Shannon. Brave and the Bold, #72. Spectre and
Oh
the
yeah.
Flash.
Yeah.
And this is, like you said before, one of those ad books. I remember seeing this an ad. I didn't get this off the rack. I didn't get it till many years later, but it was one of those ad books that I want to know what that story is.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I got that one. That's a great one.
and then another Charlton. This is Midnight Tales, #12. I love this dragon and the Kirby Crackle flames.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. That's Wayne Howard, isn't it?
I couldn't tell you because I couldn't find a name on the page.
Yeah. I think Wayne Howard did all those. He wasn't a Kirby clone, but his style really resembled Kirby, or not Kirby, Wally Wood.
Yeah,
Yeah. Really,
it was just
really cool.
very, very cool. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then back to DC for Justice League #9, the origin of the Justice League. I always thought this was,
Oh yeah. That's one I need. Yeah.
yeah, this is just crazy. That just trees,
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah. That's
and
so
of course,
cool.
any time that the Martian Manhunter was on the cover, I liked.
Yeah. They actually, I think around issue 200, they kind of had a story that had those aliens in it. Kind of went back to the origin of it.
Yeah, I remember something about that.
Yeah.
I know I've got it because I got all that. That's one of my favorite series. Now we'll jump back to Marvel when this is Ghost Rider #7, and I just love the layout on this. This could be a poster,
Oh yeah. Boy,
you
that would make
know.
a good poster, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I just love it. It's just a great cover to it.
Huntmaster. I forgot about that character.
Yeah.
And Zodiac.
Yeah.
All kinds of good stuff there.
And then back to DC for a little Doom Patrol. There's just something about this gorilla's face. Well, I can't think of his name now. What the gorilla's name was, but
Oh,
I just love the look on his face.
yeah, yeah. What was his name?
Mala.
Paula? Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
think of it, yeah.
Monsieur Mala.
Monsieur Mala, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Full cover.
I'll do 3 more and then we'll get you back on again. Let's see. We're gonna stick with Marvel. This is Doc Savage, number 7, with
Oh,
Werewolf by Night.
that's really cool. Who's that? Rich Buckler?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Right there, Rich
Yeah.
Buckler.
I think I have that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That book just was like 8 issues or something like
Yeah,
that.
it didn't go very long. I think it might have been 8 or 9 issues plus I think they did
It was like a giant size or something.
giant size, right? Yeah. Okay, and then we're back to Charlton for Phantom number 35, done by Jim Aparo.
Oh yeah.
Just
that's something I want to go back to all the Charlton stuff he did, like the Phantom and the stuff he did in Hercules, that Bane of Haygarth backup that he did, and the Wander series he did in Cheyenne Kid about the alien coming back to the Old West. Yeah,
Wanda.
Yeah, Wander. Yeah, that was good.
Okay, and we'll finish it off with this one here. This is Prince Namor, the Samaritan, number 24, and it's In the Talons of Tiger Shark. Love this cover.
Oh yeah. I just recently, in the last few months, completed my Submariner run, so I'm gonna have to do a video on that sometime.
All righty. Okay, I'm gonna tag you in there, partner.
Okay, I got one more little stack.
Do you want to do the chat or?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do the chat.
Yeah, let's do the chat real quick, and then because let's see here, I gotta go back to find out where we were. Need okay. No crime. Yeah, and then that one. Okay. All right. Okay. I can last as long as you can. Refer to my earlier comment about the Fatal 5. I'm never going to be able to look at the Fatal 5 again the same. Eric says, Bullet, later found gainfully employed in the world of adult entertainment.
Not touching that one either.
Yeah. In the words of Eric, those little brats.
Those little brats, yeah.
Blazer Gunmaster book, The Gun Boy. Holy shizzle. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Wayne Howard. Absolutely. The Justice League reminds me of the haunting Lois Lane issue where Superman turns into a tree. Excuse me.
Right.
The stuff of my childhood nightmares. Props to my sister for choosing that. Why can't I see today? Choosing that issue off the rack. Awesome.
Yeah. I think I got that book where she's turned into a tree. Yeah.
DC loved having gorillas on their covers. Yes, they did, Dave. They certainly made use of them. Great book stock. Thanks again, Michael. Appreciate that. All right, Shannon.
Okay, got one more little stack here.
We'll get that down off you. There we go.
Yeah, I saw your Crisis hoodie. I've got the T-shirt. I didn't know they made hoodies.
Oh no, this isn't a hoodie. This is 2 hoodies, right? This is 2 hoodies and the T-shirt over the hoodies.
Oh, okay. I thought they'd made a hoodie like that. Okay, yeah, you're bundled up down in that basement. I forgot.
And the shirt ought to look familiar because you're responsible for it.
Well, it's funny. This first book, speaking about Crisis, this is one of my favorite books, favorite covers. Gil Kane and Murphy Anderson, I think. Green Lantern 40.
Oh, yeah.
That was I was trying to find that. Yeah, you got the Earth 2 crossover, and this is actually like the origin of the Crisis inside of this.
Yes.
So if you're a Crisis fan, this is like where it all started. And you could say, I'm not sure, you could say probably Flash 123 might be the origin of the Crisis, where you had the first Earth 1, Earth 2 crossover, but this is part of that storyline also. So great book.
It's an important part of it. Yes. Love that.
Okay, it's more Neil Adams. He keeps popping up. America 138.
Yeah, love
Got
it.
love Adam Strange.
Yep.
And I think right after this one, issue 139 is when they started doing the giant size. So, Breen was talking about romance. Here's a classic romance cover. Falling in Love, number one. I can't even. It's kind of faded. I think it's 121.
Nice.
They got the cool car on here. This cover. She was young, rich, beautiful. She had everything except the man she wanted. So she became a stalker. Oh, some more 100-page action here. I think this is Mike Kaluta, if I'm not mistaken. Detective Comics 438.
Nice.
A Monster Walks Wayne Manor. And you got all the great reprints with Green Lantern, Adam. You got the Walt Simonson, Archie Goodwin Manhunter series in this.
Yes.
It started like the issue before.
That was a great run, too.
Yeah,
that great
the
series.
Robin reprint, the Hawkman. You know, just nothing not to like about this book.
You walked out of the store with one of those, you just felt like you just had such a bargain, man.
Yeah, I mean, when I would buy those as a kid, I mean, when I would like sit there, like read it through probably 2 or 3 times before I put it down. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And some more Justice League action. 127, another Dick Giordano cover. This one really caught my eye when I bought it as a kid. Not this copy, but I've never seen like an all yellow background before that, I don't think. But hey, look, Superman is punching the crap out of Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Okay, back to some Charlton. My guy Tom Sutton, Ghostly Haunts, number 33.
Oh, neat.
It's almost like a Gil Kane cover because you got the guy in the foreground with his nose turned up. You know? Well, this is a faux Gil Kane cover.
Kane wannabe, huh?
Yeah. Okay. My favorite Submariner cover, one of them. Number 16.
Oh, yes. Yes.
The Sea That Time Forgot. I mean, I just love all the detail in this one. Very cool cover. Good story, too. Some more Batman. Number 264. Of course, Evel Knievel was really popular at this time, so I'm sure that was trying to get that audience. Death of a Daredevil. Looks like another Giordano cover. Got a theme going on with him today. Really love this story. Okay. Marvel Premiere number 28. The Legion of Monsters.
Oh. That's on the want list. That's on the want list right there.
Yeah. Great book.
It's a hard to find.
I think that's the first appearance of the Legion of Monsters.
Yes, I believe it is.
And more Batman action going on. This is a pretty iconic cover.
Yeah, classic. Very classic.
I always like the titles of these stories. At Dawn Dies Mary MacGuffin. Sound like a Twilight Zone episode.
Oh, yeah.
And more Charlton with Tom Sutton. Ghostly Haunts number 40. This is a really creepy cover.
Yeah.
And he used to sign his name sometime as Grizzly. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Okay, this is later on in the Bronze Age. Another Batman, number 366. This is a blaze.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I like on covers is when they take the logo and they do something to it, make it part of the artwork.
So a lot of those little spirit covers.
Yes.
Did. Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah.
See, now I didn't even
Paul Simonson, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that cover.
That's great.
And some more romance. Super DC Giant number 21.
Oh, that's a hard one to get too.
Yeah. Took me a
That's
while to find one, that I
yeah,
want to go.
yeah. I
Wasn't too
need
much
that
out
for
of the
that
bank.
run.
Yeah. Another classic. Oh, here we go. Here's another great cover. Submariner number 8.
Oh yes.
Thing
Oh,
and Submariner.
black man. That pops makes them pop.
Yeah, this was this has got a few dings in it, but this is a pretty decent copy, which isn't the case for a lot of these black covers from the Silver Age. So,
Mm.
the Rage of Battle. Okay, one more and I'll call it quits. Another Batman book, more Neil Adams. This is another one of those house ad buys that I had to wait for years later that I could actually afford. 234 first. They call
Oh
it.
yeah.
It's actually like the Bronze Age, I guess, but it's first Silver Age appearance of Two-Face.
Yep.
So
Another tough one to get. That's awesome.
yeah, that was
I mean, you can pick like Neil Adams, Joe Kubert, Kirby. I mean, are there any really bad covers? Really, So
no.
it's like we could just keep
There are
doing this.
some that might be better than others, but as far as bad,
Yeah, we could just keep doing this, every week for crying out loud, picking
oh
out
yeah,
great covers, you
oh yeah,
know. So, all right, let's check the peanut gallery one more time. We got Topeka Mike. This show connects me with people I wish I could have known when I bought the originals. Well, thank you.
oh yeah,
Yeah, we like to think we're just regular people, man, and just love comics and the memories that we have growing up with them and stuff like that. So I'm glad you feel like that, Mike.
yeah.
That's cool.
We've had that conversation before, you and I.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, after a certain age, you thought you were like the only one. Well, nobody else reads funny books. Nobody else reads comic books. Nobody else is a nerd, So, and then with the advent of the internet and YouTube, and there's all kinds of us guys out there, So it
Yeah.
really does. I like the way it connects you with people, and you do wish you had more friends back then that read comic books and all that. But it's
Oh
all
yeah.
good. It's all good that we can connect now.
Yeah. Eric Breen says, "Why can't I see today? Check your birth certificate."
Shots fired!
Whoa! Ouch!
Fired!
Ooh. Tough crowd, I tell you.
No,
Tough crowd.
no respect.
Yep, that's Fallen in Love 121. Awesome cover indeed. She became a stalker. Referred to my earlier cover.
Well, we're finding out all kinds of good stuff about John today.
Those DC 100 pages were amazing. Absolutely, Ranger.
Exactly, Ranger.
The Calico Kid was the original Ghost Rider. At dawn dies Mary MacGuffin. Sounds like a 400-year-old Scottish ballad that's played on the lute.
Oh yeah.
Shannon, that book brings a year to my eye. It must be a tear because I don't have it.
No.
Oh, there we go. This is the edited version. I have fond memories playing with my Evel Knievel stunt cycle in front of my childhood home.
We were talking about that just the other night. I had mine. I think we were talking about action figures where I really wasn't big into action figures, and I just spent all my money on comics. But that's one toy that I did have. It had the stunt cycle and had the Evel Knievel, and you'd wind it up and it'd take off and pop a wheelie. And yeah, I wish I still had those.
Yeah. I just heard tragically. Just heard that his son passed away.
Robbie, yeah,
Yeah, a week or two ago, and I couldn't believe it. That he's the same age as me.
yeah,
and it's like, holy mackerel! For some reason, I didn't picture him that old. I thought he was like 10, 15 years younger than me.
yeah.
I was shocked to find that out.
Yeah.
So Dr. Von Chilla, props to my sister Cindy for choosing Batman 234 off the rack. Hey, you got some nice
Boy,
books off the rack,
that's good
sir.
stuff right
Yes,
there.
you do.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Great show. Thank you, Gratu. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Grot off. Grot too. I said Grot off. I was trying to combine his names there.
Great
Yeah, you
show.
can check my birth certificate, right? Thank you, Michael.
Great books. Yes, thank you. Indeed, Gratu. Oh,
Yeah.
let's say Robbie
Sadly.
Pat. Yeah, he did just a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yep.
So, all right. Yeah. And Robbie Knievel. Yeah. Okay. All righty. Well, we are closing in. What time is it now? 3 minutes to go. Holy
Closing
mackerel.
in on 12.
This is the fastest 2 hours I think we've ever
No,
had.
I didn't think I'd get all those books in, so.
Yeah. Now we're gonna do the this week's CBM community channel of the week, and we've chosen Gold Key Geezer. And Shannon, why don't you take over? I'm gonna play the thing. Oh, I forgot to get that off there. Could you see it, Shannon?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I screwed that up, but
yeah, you're all good.
So
yeah, you guys need to really check out Robert's channel. I mean, he's a big fan of like the post-apocalyptic dystopian type stuff, as probably we all were, at some time or another when we were kids. Planet of the Apes and Logan's Run, and I think he mentioned one movie on one of his videos, Damnation Alley. You remember that one?
I do remember.
Jan Michael Vincent. Yeah, I love that movie. But yeah, I think he had some trouble on his first channel. I think he got hacked and then he had to delete it for some reason. And then he came back. I think he's got 7 or 8 videos up. Probably hadn't posted in a couple of months, but guys, go check him out. I mean, you really enjoy his channel. He's a great guy. And he's into all the same stuff we are. So, give him some props.
Cool beans. Do that. It's funny you mentioned that movie there, Damnation Alley. I remember going to the old Strand Theater and seeing that as a double feature along with Food of the Gods.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie too. Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna check one final time with the Peanut Gallery here, and then we'll close it out. Fabulous morning, everyone. Thanks for 2 hours of sheer raw fun. See y'all later. Well, thank you very much, John. We appreciate that because that's all we're aiming to do.
Always happy to see you on here.
Absolutely. And Maya Greenblatt.
Yeah.
Oh, where? There we go. Maya Greenblatt. Great show today. Sorry I missed most of it. That's okay. We'll be back next week, and you can catch us on the rewind today, too.
Yeah. Thanks, Meyer.
Yes, thank you. Ranger Sly. By the way, Robert Harrison was very happy to get new subscribers since you made him Channel of the Week last show.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Robert's got a great channel.
Yeah, I love watching him, and his movie reviews, and he's got a unique style. I love watching him.
Comics, yeah, he's all the good stuff. Yeah.
That's it. Our fossil to the north. That's what I call him. Our fossil to the north. And Ranger Sly, you guys are awesome to promote other people's channels. Thank you. It's just giving back because, man, a lot of people.
A lot of great people out there.
Yeah. So we're going to try and help them out because people have helped us out along the way. So, Eric Breen, we ever going to see you too on Wednesdays again? I got to tell you, Eric, Wednesday nights are increasingly hard for me because just regular life goes on, and I'm
Yeah.
Come 8 o'clock, I'm tired, brother.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm
that's what I
trying
was
to sneak it in.
telling Mike. I commented on and said, "You guys had a great show Wednesday, and fossils are great." And I really, I miss being on there. But like a lot of times, I think that night, I think I went to bed like at 7:45 because what the drive is like to work. You probably had what over 3 hours round trip when you were working, and then I've got 2 hours or about 2.5 hours. So time I get in and I'm taking a shower and getting something to eat, and if I do that, I'm pretty much done. But Micah was saying, so, yeah, Shannon, you need to take off Thursday so you can participate. Hey, if I can soon, I will. I'll maybe try to pop on there if I'm not working or or I have some extra energy. But yeah, Fossils, that's a great show, and I miss hanging out with all those guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Ranger Slide, thank you guys for sharing all those great covers. Well, thank you for stopping by and sharing some of your time with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Everybody that comes by and hangs out in the chat and the peanut gallery there, we love it because that's it's just we're just here, two old farts talking about comics and memories, and we love to hear you guys'
We will
memories and
continue to
stories.
talk about comics.
What's that?
And said we will continue to talk about comics.
Oh yes, 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 yes. So, alrighty, I think that's going to be it for this week. And next week we'll be back at it again. And I'm telling you, man, this fastest 2 hours in
Yeah, I
my
know.
life.
This
I think.
was like the fastest one we've had. It just
Yeah,
flew. For some reason.
unbelievable.
I guess that
Great.
old, cliche, but when you're having fun, that's what happens.
That's it. I love it. I mean, you just don't. I just love the stories. Love sharing it with them. I love the feedback. It's just great. I love
Exactly.
it. I
Yeah.
love it, and been wanting to do this for a long time.
Oh yeah,
So
we appreciate each and every one of you guys. We really do.
absolutely, we talk about it all the time. Shannon and I talk 2 or 3 times a week, and we always bring it up. We love having everybody stop by, and just we're thrilled that you like what we're doing, and we're going to continue to do it, and hope you guys will join us and come along for the ride. So, all righty, that's it for this week, guys. We'll see you next week. Shannon, thank you once again, brother.
Thank you, my friend.
All right. And we'll see you guys next week.
Onward and upwards.